Assalamu alaikum, welcome back to the podcast, and today I thought I would give you a update in terms of the cost of living in Malaysia for the month of November in 2025 heading into 2026. So I thought after living here for 1 year it would now be a good time to actually tell you about the cost of living in Malaysia. Firstly, for rent, I'm actually paying 4,150 ringgits, which works out to be £748.30. I actually live in a 4+1 bedroom, 5 bathroom property. It's a terraced house. You can definitely get something for a lot cheaper. In Shah Alam, where I live, you can get a 3-bedroom apartment for around 2,000 ringgits, which is around £362. So definitely you can get something cheaper, but I'm spending a fair amount because I have relatives visiting often, etc. So I chose to get a larger place. My bill also includes the Wi-Fi and security guard fee. So that 4,150 ringgits also includes the Wi-Fi and also the fee because it's a gated community, so you have to pay the security guard fee. So it's inclusive of that. So next up is the electricity bill. So in Malaysia we don't have a gas bill. Most people don't. We do have gas cylinders that we use for cooking, but that is bought separately. And an interesting fact is my gas cylinder, I've had it for 1 year now and it hasn't run out. So I actually don't know how long it lasts, but it's obviously lasts for more than a year because I've had it for a long time. It could be that I use less gas at home. But I would love to hear other people's thoughts in terms of how long does a gas cylinder on average last in Malaysia, because I've had it for a whole year and it hasn't finished yet. So I'm thinking it's going to finish soon, so let's find out. Anyway, in terms of my electricity bill, I'm paying around 500 ringgits per month, which is around £89.77. Keep in mind, those living in apartments would pay significantly less. Because I live in a 4-bedroom property, it is a lot more, especially when you use AC. So one advice actually is to keep the AC on above 19 degrees. So don't keep it below that. If you keep it above 19, you'll save yourself on your electricity bill here in Malaysia. Next up is my phone bill. So I have two phone bills for myself and my wife. So I'm paying 34 ringgits each, which works out to be 68 ringgits together, which is around £11.83, and that gives us unlimited calls and data. So it's very valuable in terms of what you get. The connection can be off at times. I'm using a company called Hotlink. So the connection, usually it's okay, but in some areas you'll find the connection is a bit weak in terms of the 4G. So that's just something to keep in mind. Next up is car hire. So I choose to rent a car. You can buy a car here, and a lot of people choose to do that. A lot of people buy cars. I know a few brothers who spent around 50,000 ringgits on a car. You can get a car for around 10,000 ringgits, which is around £1,800. It's like a second-hand car. It will get you by. I just chose to get a rental because that's what I'm used to back in the UK. So I'm paying 2,300 ringgits per month, which is around £414.52, and I'm driving a Perodua Ativa, which is a very nice car. It includes the taxes, insurance and maintenance, so it's all inclusive. Prior to that car I was driving a Proton Saga, which is another Malaysian brand, and I was paying 1,200 ringgits, which is around £216. So yeah, you can definitely hire a car for a reasonable price, and everything is included, including your insurance, taxes, your maintenance. So that's one of the reasons, just for the ease, I prefer to rent sometimes. But in the future I might consider buying a car. Maybe next year I might consider it, but for the time being I'm good renting. So next up is the fuel. So many of you may be aware that there's been recent changes to the fuel price regulations in Malaysia. So foreigners are no longer able to get the full subsidy price on the RON 95 petrol. So the price is now 2.6 ringgits per litre, and for citizens it is 1.99 ringgits per litre, and they can purchase 300 litres per month. So that's the latest update in terms of the fuel prices in Malaysia. A full tank currently costs me, a full tank of RON 95 petrol costs me around 80 ringgits, which is around £13.99, which is still very affordable comparatively to the UK. So I usually do 3 full tanks a month on average, so that's around 240 ringgits, which works out to be £41.97. So diesel prices are currently at 2.95 ringgits per litre in Peninsular Malaysia and 2.15 ringgits per litre in Eastern Malaysia. As for the RON 97 petrol, which is usually used for the sports cars, it's priced at 3.2 ringgits per litre, and that's for citizens and non-citizens. Everyone pays the same price. Next up is groceries. So this one, of course, depends where you shop. I usually shop at a place called Jaya Grocers. It's close to where I live, and it's a good quality produce that you get. It's slightly on the higher end in terms of the price. You can definitely get stuff for cheaper, so I'm just going to be giving you the prices from Jaya Grocers. So I usually spend around 1,500 ringgits per month, which is around £270.19 on my groceries. And here are some of the prices for your staples. So on your screen you will see the price for bread, rice, pasta, milk, butter, eggs, chicken, fish, lamb, apples, bananas, cucumber and tomatoes. And some things I've started to buy in Malaysia since I've come here. There's 2 things. Number 1 is soursop. So this is a fruit in Malaysia. I'll bring it up on the screen so you can see it. It's honestly the most delicious fruit you'll ever taste in your life. It is that good, I'm telling you. I think it's a bit underrated here in Malaysia, I'm not sure why. It's got like a fizzy taste. It's really interesting. It's like when you put it in your mouth, there's like a fizziness that comes, and it's really tasty fruit. So I'm not sure if you can get it in the UK. I've never seen it actually. It's similar to custard apple. So those who are aware of custard apples, it's a slightly bigger custard apple, but it tastes really nice. So I would recommend everyone tries the soursop. And the second thing is, it's a funny one. It's actually Sainsbury's baked beans. So in Malaysia, for some reason, Sainsbury's seems to be some sort of luxury brand. So when I go to Jaya Grocers to do my groceries, sometimes I pick up some Sainsbury's products. And I obviously, being from the UK, I love my baked beans. So that's what I need for my breakfast. So my pantry is full of Sainsbury's baked beans. So shout out to Sainsbury's. Thank you for exporting to Malaysia. Next up is the water bill. So people usually pay this quarterly. I'm just going to give you the price per month. So it's 60 ringgits per month, which is around £10.88. And of course, it depends how much water you use. This is the price for a family of 4 in a 4-bedroom property. So depending on the size of your family and the size of your accommodation, it would be slightly higher or lower. Next up, it's health insurance. So health insurance is mandatory for foreigners on most visa types. I pay around £250 per month for a family of 4. So keep an eye out for our global takaful for Muslim migrants, which will be a Sharia compliant alternative to conventional health insurance. Register your details in the link in the description box below to stay up to date on that one. So from my experience, you can get by in Malaysia very comfortably for around £1,500 on the lower end and £2,000 on the higher end. I'm currently spending around £1,837.46 per month just on my essentials. I also want everyone to keep in mind that £1,500 is actually a lot of money in Malaysia. Some of the Malaysian friends that I have here, they have a family of 4 and they get by on a salary of around 4,000 ringgits per month, which is around £720. However, there are certain things which are not required by Malaysian citizens, such as mandatory health insurance. They are able to finance a house and car much easier, and Malaysians choose to do this a lot actually. Fuel is subsidized for Malaysians. It's not a major cost, but I'll still include it. There are also some properties that only Malaysians can buy and rent. So even with these advantages, many Malaysians live a very modest life. So by living on a budget of £1,500 per month, you will be contributing to the Malaysian economy, whilst at the same time enjoying a slightly higher quality of life compared to the average Malaysian. So it's important to give back to society where you live. So I always encourage expats to collaborate with locals and see how you can do business together. You will find that a lot of Malaysians here are open to this idea, and they're more than happy to hear any business opportunities for them. So I'll definitely support the local economy, the local Malaysians when you come here. Just because you spend an extra bit of money, you obviously enjoy that quality of life, but you're giving back to society at the same time. Next up, I'm going to be talking about some extras. So these are not the essentials. These are things that I consider to be extra. Number one is private school. So I would keep around 26,000 ringgits aside, which is around £4,700 for the school fees of one nursery-aged child for the year. So the price increases as children get older. So keep aside around 46,000 ringgits, which is around £8,300 per year for children in secondary school. So as you can see, nursery and secondary, there's a big difference in terms of the price per year for schooling. So keep that in mind. And obviously I'm giving you the price of one of the top schools here in Malaysia, but there are other cheaper options available as well. Keep that in mind. For those looking to reside in Malaysia on the Guardian visa, also keep in mind that you only need to send one of your children in order to get the Guardian visa for both parents. So keep that in mind, that if the fees are an issue and you can only afford to send one child whilst residing here on the Guardian visa, then you only have to do it for one child. So just keep that in mind. Next up, it's cleaner for the house. So a full house clean for me in our 4-bedroom house costs us around 30 ringgits per hour. So we usually get a cleaner for 4 hours twice a month, which works out to be 240 ringgits per month, which is around £43.51. Next up, it's childcare. So I usually pay around 175 ringgits for 8 hours of childcare for 2 children. That's around £31.13. On average, I usually get a babysitter twice a week. So every month, that works out to be 1,400 ringgits, which is about £252.15. Next up, we have car wash. So this is something I do maybe once a month. Sometimes twice, depending on how my car is. So that is 68 ringgits in and out, so in and out of the car, and that costs £12.33. And sometimes we just wash the car ourselves, so it's a cost that you might do once a month, so keep that in mind. Next up, it's actually an eating out budget, and this is important because when you're in Malaysia, you will be eating out a lot. Doesn't matter what you say, when you come here, you're definitely going to be eating out, because the restaurants here, there's so many, and it's part of the culture, to be honest. People eat out a lot. The food is affordable, it tastes good, and it's just part of the atmosphere. When you come here, you'll find a lot of people are eating out. So I keep aside around 1,500 ringgits per month just for like a eating out budget. So that's around £271.97. Next up, it's my gym fee. So I'm spending 200 ringgits per month, which is £36.26, which is basically the same as the UK. I go to one of the international brands, so it's the same as the UK. So next up, it's the co-working space. So where I am now, it's called the Cove Co-work, and this is where my studio is based. To get a dedicated desk here, it costs 250 ringgits per month, which is around £45.33 per month. And I would highly recommend those in Shah Alam to come and check out the Cove Co-work. There's a really good community of locals and expats who use this office space, and a lot of us come here to collaborate. So I'll definitely invite you all to come to this co-working space. I'll leave some information in the description box below for you to check out. So with all the extras, my monthly outgoings are at around £2,499.01. This excludes the private school fees, which are paid before your child starts at the school and then termly thereafter. If I was to split the school fees for my nursery going child into 12 payments, then the monthly outgoings for my family would be £2,890.67, which is fairly high. So in the UK, my monthly essentials, including my rent, electricity, gas, council tax, car, financing, fuel, insurance, groceries, internet and mobile bills, was costing me around £3,000. So there was usually no money left over to spend on non-essentials. So keep in mind, in the UK, I was spending around £3,000 a month just on my essentials. In Malaysia, that same £3,000 is covering all of my essentials, plus all the extras like private healthcare, private schooling, a cleaner, childcare, and some money left over to enjoy the food and the restaurants here. So although it is possible to get by on half or even quarter of what I am spending now, I personally think it is worthwhile investing into your family and the Malaysian economy, all whilst enjoying the lifestyle on offer here. I want to emphasize again the importance of supporting the local economy and local Malaysian businesses to help this beautiful country develop even further. If you enjoyed this video, please support us by liking and subscribing to the channel. And inshallah, I will keep you updated with all the latest information on Malaysia. Please do share with others who are interested in migrating to Malaysia. I'm actually helping a few families already with the migration process. I'm happy to do some groundwork on this end for you, including looking for a property and helping you with some paperwork if you need that kind of help. And I can put you in touch with other people here as well. So if you need that kind of assistance, reach out to me in the number in the description box below. Until next time, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.